What it do? What it do? It's your boy OG Bam. Tapping in, man. Tapping in. Recuperated, rejuvenated myself for the day. What's going on, man? Shouts out to Kev Mack and the Mackheads and the Maniacs. The Hood Potion and Mailroom Goons. Avalon 5 Trey Cartoon. OG Gangsta and anybody else that's real in YouTube land. Let's make this happen tonight. It's answers some questions, man. It's all about what y'all want the frontliners want to talk about. That's what we're going to discuss. Tap on in with your boy, man. Holla at me. Holla at me. Been up in there 34 seconds. Ain't nobody up in here, man. Just this afternoon, 5 o'clock live. I got two people up in here, man. Y'all come with it now. So the topic of the show is what y'all want to talk about tonight, man. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So get on up in here, man. Get on in here. Get on in here. Let's not be shy, man. Check this out, man. How was y'all New Year's, though, man? Hey, this is the second day of the new year. So far, so good, man. Everything's going cool. Corey Bird, what it do? What it do with you, man? I salute you too, my brother. What it do? Let it do to me. Like that press button, man. I'm telling you, hit that like and press, man. There go the wolf up in here, y'all. What's up with you, baby? We got four people up in here, man. It's questions and answers tonight, man. Y'all know to get down. Let's do the thing tonight, man. Let's make it happen, man. What y'all want to talk about, man? It's your boy, man. It's your boy. I told y'all yesterday, man. Me and my boy Willie went and found us some chilies. Ate some chilies, black eyed peas, candy yams, greens, and cabbage, man. Cornbread muffins. Oh, it was awesome, man. We was just talking about it. It was awesome, man. Went on that east side, tapped in with my boy Willie Sheffield, man. Ain't seen him in a while. Ain't seen him in about 3 or 4 months. We tapped in Blade. That my boy go to #1 moderator. You understand what I'm saying? #1 to be up in here for surely, I guess. What it do though, man? We got 7 people in here, man. So this should be 7 questions. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all come on up in here, man. Ask some questions, man. Let's liven this live up tonight, man. What it do, man? Yesterday, man, New Year's was cool, man. I seen the Low Riders was out. Came back, man. Relaxed. My baby at work. You understand what I'm saying? I'll be punching that clock tomorrow, man, and I'm ready. Recoup. I'm ready. Got a whole lot of energy, man, so it ain't gonna be a problem. So it won't be no afternoons lives, man. Starting tomorrow, I ain't gonna be doing no 6 o'clock lives. But I like doing 7 o'clock lives. I ain't do one this morning, but I like doing them lives at 7 o'clock in the morning and coming back at 12 in the afternoon too, man. So what y'all think about that? Is I'm going live too much? Is y'all getting tired of OG Bam? You understand what I'm saying? Because watch this, man. We're not allowing CB what it do, man. Much respect to you too. We're not coming up in here on no balloons. You're not gonna be tapping into my channel being disrespectful to people. I'm gonna defend that BS, man. If you come up in here being disrespectful, you're getting blocked, man. Ain't no timeouts on this, man. You're getting blocked if you come to bullshit. And this the cold part, man. Ain't nobody here to assassinate nobody character. That was last year bullshit. Today's a new year, man. We coming with some positive stuff, and we gonna stay on some positive stuff. If you don't like the stories, check this out, man. You ain't got to subscribe to this. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't nobody here for no negative confrontations. Ain't nobody here with the negativity. We just here on some good shit, man. I'm trying to create a positive narrative. You know what I mean? Business. What's up with you, man? Happy New Year's to you too, man. Check this out. Y'all know that rap I've been trying to do, so ain't nobody trying to do it. It's still here, man. If you want that AR shirt, you can get it. But one lucky subscriber can get it if you want it. That's how I'm looking at it, man. So if you want it, the cash app is up there. If not, hey, we're gonna leave it alone. But, 18 more people is needed for that raffle. If we get 18 people today, I'll call it out. You win the Marathon Crenshaw Act Marathon Crenshaw shirt. You understand what I'm saying? And the AR shirt was a gift, right? So, bam, man, let's make it happen. Y'all want to enter the raffle tonight? $5 in the raffle. Cash app, bam. $, bam. $5 in the raffle. We need 18 people, and I can call it one of the night. Got my boy Blake. Fritz Gerald, what it do, bam? Checking in, man. You ain't been here in a minute. What it do with you, man? Happy New Year's to you. Zero tolerance on disrespect cause immediately removal from the yard. Say it again, Blade. This is how we pushing it, man. So y'all throw them questions in here. Check this out, man. My boy Blade told me to check out a video. I went on it. I guess this gang history dude, he just putting videos up there. And this dude was speaking. Talking about they saying Compton, but he's saying he from 5'9". Let me share something with you, man. When you get dudes on these videos and they say they from out of LA and they've been to 4800, if you look at any other video Kel Mack, Melly Mel ever did, and they interviewing people saying they was in 4800 and they was in the penitentiary, don't dudes mention the people they was in the penitentiary with who was in 4800 with them. So I suggest, man, you ain't got to put 100 on the 10 to try to make yourself be more than what you are. If you haven't been to 4800, man, come on, man. And watch this, man. It's a whole lot of Crips didn't want to go in 4800. You understand what I'm saying? You was getting fooled. Watch this. When you first go to the county jail, OSS used to be walking through, seeing what Crips was there for, they can pull them up in there. But a lot of Crips went over there saying, because when you went through 9,000 for it, you might be up there 3, 4, 5 days, and you can't get a visit until you get processed. So if you're a Crip and you go to the Crip march, you process. You'll be able to go and visit. That's why a lot of them ran over there. A lot of them didn't want to be confined like that. It wasn't that they was afraid to go up in there because their hoods might be getting into it with somebody. You understand what I'm saying? That wasn't what the type of party it was, man. Dudes just didn't want to be confined. Don't nobody want to be able, when you're in them jails, man, you want to still have some form of mobility. You want to be able to roam. In LA County Jail, you used to be able to roam and get money in there. Go from margin to margin. It might be 20,000 in one margin. It might be 50,000. Listen to me, man. This ain't no bullshit. It might be $50,000 in one margin. Dudes was having money like that. So dudes is going over there getting their gamble on in these margins. Yeah, then they was going in the county jail searching for their enemies. But before they created it. Before they created 4800 for the Crips was the dominant factor in the LA County Jail. Because we had the numbers to be the dominant factor in the LA County Jail. Watch this, man. It's more Crip sets than blood sets. That's a known fact. Ain't nobody taking nothing from them. They didn't make them soft. In a roundabout way, it gave them strength. Because when you less than, you build courage, you build strength. So I give them dudes they respect. But the Crips was the dominant factor in the county, man. Watch this. The number one prey in the county was white boys. They was getting mollywopped up and they're getting jacked. As soon as they come through book in front, they get their money sacks took them. They get their tennis shoes took them. Did some of this happen to brothers? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. It happened to them too. Once they opened up the game margin, Crips was no longer the predators on the main line. The Hispanics became the predator. They preyed on the weak. When I say pressed on the weak, they was like dominant with the numbers. You go to Wayside, man, you say, as they say radio, I mean the police come in and stop talking. Let a brother tell his own people radio, man. For some reason, brothers don't even submit to that, right? But you can respect it when them dudes say, no, that ain't respect. That's something to a certain degree. There was signs of fear. And them dudes think they can run something because they got the numbers. You know, in Wayside, man, they keep, watch this, man. It's always essays that can't sleep. They got to stay up. That's part of their security. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to pay attention to your environment and your surroundings. And these dudes is low-key bullies because they got the numbers they want to bully on people. And watch this, man. What crew didn't have, if they didn't have the numbers, wasn't the bullies? Watch this, every crew ended up being the dominant factor. Even when you go to the penitentiary, man, let me really share this with y'all, man. It's always about 10 Crips to every blood. Say it again, Wolf, and that ain't putting 100 on it. That's the truth. Now watch this, y'all. You hear these dudes. I don't know why a lot of people believe the Crips and Bloods were scared of Mexicans, because we wasn't. We wasn't. We was in jail. You get some of them say that we was deeper than them. No. Any pen you go to, any jail you go to in California now, it's more Hispanics than it is anybody else. And they think they're the dominant factor because they got the numbers. But any gang, any wolves gonna respect some more wolves until it's time to get down with the business. What type of books did you read in prison? I read Black literature, man. First book I ever read in prison for his Black literature is George Jackson, Soledad Brothers. Second book, the biography of Malcolm X. From there, I went on. Mr. Rogers had a lot of books. Learning my black culture. I a good read for people, man. I read The Pale White Horse. I liked it, that book. But I read numerous of literature. I read almost all of George Jackson, The Blood in My Eye. Read Art of War. I read Machiavelli. Uh, this book that sat behind the door. You feel me? Man, Child of the Promised Land. Read Child of the Promised Land when I was in juvenile hall, right? I read a few urban novels, but I don't do urban novels, man. I had a cousin going to UC Santa Barbara. She was in black literature. She used to photocopy black books, black culture books for me and mail it to me. So I had an entourage of literature. And watch this, most Crips and Bloods, man, when we go to prison, if we start off on the level 3, we really gang banging. I was gang banging. I was tripping on moves when I first went to prison. I started off in DBI Tracy, right? And what it was, when I got to Old Folsom, the environment was different. They say don't nothing change in prison but the location. People are the same, but the location changed. But what I found out was mentalities changed too. It ain't just the location. When I got to Old Folsom, man, it wasn't no Crip on Blood. I had just got all the buzz that just got moved off the line in Tracy. Now I'm going to Folsom. I see Bloods that I know. Compton Cover Girl, she's checking in, top of it. Compton Girl, how you doing? So anyway, you start elevating your gangsterism, man. And by that I mean you start reading black literature, and to a certain degree you become pro-black. You get aware of you get a conscious of being who you are. And what I found out was the gang banging was a choice. Me becoming a Crip was a choice. I didn't have a choice in being a black man. And I found out that all moves ain't my enemies. You understand what I'm saying? When I got to Old Folsom, man, I found out who my real enemy was. The police, the system, the Hispanics, the Woods. Because them the ones who out to try to get me. They didn't care what color rag I had in my pocket. You understand what I'm saying? When that race shit happened in prison, man, they ain't just tripping on Bloods and Crips. They tripping on anything black. You understand what I'm saying? Now in the county jail, bam, was it ever consolidated effort to create one black organization based on race that could override all gang politics? Well, that's BGF. But didn't know watch this, man. BGF's had a bad name for themselves. Didn't know real Crips. Let me say this the right way. Because you had real Crips that turned BGF. Didn't nobody want to be a BGF. That's the first time I ever went to prison, people say, man, don't you get up under nothing. And say that, big homie. You feel me? It was the BGFs and the big, listen to me. When they probably created BGFs, they had, man, their intentions might have been good. You understand what I'm saying? But as always, you get people that assassinate the leadership of any organization out of envy, jealousy, all that. Then what you found out was, and I ain't trying to belittle them because I got some partners from BGF that I had a lot of love and respect for, and they was ranking file members, right? I knew Roche McGee. I met him in the penitentiary. That was George Jackson Crime. Me and Conrad, right? I met Henry Newton in the pen. But what I'm telling you is, Emmy, bikers, ABs, and Jama, a lot of them dudes use drugs, man. And they allowed the drugs to dictate some bullshit policies and to create bullshit drama. You understand what I'm saying? They was militants Monday through Fridays, revolutionaries Monday through Fridays, but Saturday, Sunday, they was dope fiends. What's the cash app? It's up there now. $ OG Band 131, Fitzgerald. $ OG Band 131. But anyway, and I ran watch this, man. Catfish, Jama, ranking member. Big Juan, ranking member. Dudes like that, man, laced me in the penitentiary. Never tried to recruit me. They laced me. They say, watch this, man. Because a person represents something else, don't mean he trying to recruit you. He just saying the potentials in you. He knew you was with it. I was with the business. I was already with the business before I came to prison. I wasn't one to chuck my tail, want to PC up, tell on nobody. That ain't in my nature. You understand what I'm saying? I don't respect dudes that do that. That's on them dudes, right? It's more Hispanics and white boys on the PC yard than anything. Like I heard this white boy, he always on Big Herc show, right? For some reason, this dude always try to throw lugs and shades at blacks. This dude never been on the level 4 yard. Looked in the comment when his homeboy said, man, dude didn't enjoy his time on the level 2. So I mean, he's exaggerating about what it is, what he was doing in prison. White boys is outnumbered, way outnumbered. Thank you, Fitzgerald. Way outnumbered in the penitentiary. I done been in sections on level 4 yards. Listen to me, man. I done been in sections on level 4 yards where the Crips is outnumbered in that building. And if you put us all on the yard, I remember right before I transferred, let me show you what I'm talking about. I remember right before I transferred from Salinas Valley to Centinela, right? I made 270. Little dude out of Pueblos, man. He disrespected a homie from the 60s. That was Damu. The Damu disrespected a homie from the 60s, was Keyway, right? Let me answer that question first. Hold on. Let me ask that question first. Did you do time with some of the high-ranking Black Panthers? Well, I met Henry Newton in there, man. That's the only one I met. But a lot of BGFs, there was George age in there. Like I knew Hugo, they got killed. I met him in the pen in the shoe, right? Solid brother, right? And I'm gonna tell y'all a story about what happened with that, based on what I know. But anyway, back to what I was saying, and I forgot that already. Anyway, this Pueblo dude disrespected the homie from the 60s. The homie from the 60s was a chit tender. So instead of the homie just going to get on him because he could, the boy, like the homie from the 60s, like 6'3". This dude like 5'6", man. The homie could have easily smashed him. Anyway, me and Daru from Bounty Hunters in the same building. They run yard. I said, thank you, Fitzgerald. So anyway, exactly, Classic Jones, who go? So anyway, the homie come out. Me and Daru had just got there. Daru's 4 Finger Dave from Bounty Hunters. 4 Finger Dave and Coco go at the boy from Pueblos to DP him for the disrespect. But watch this, before they DP him, he walks the tracks, man, and he disrespect the Southerners. Now, it could have went up. Watch this, man. After they DP him, and they smashed him. They smashed him, whooped on him, busted a hole in him, right? Watch this. It was a standoff on the yard. They call it yard recall. Everybody refusing to go in. Man, you got to see the police get on top of the buildings because they peeping people. Now they sit down on the yard. Now they catching people. We'll watch this, man. I had like about 6 months to go to the house. Had like 6 months to go to the house. And one of my homies did this. Bone him did. He said, "Bam, you should have went in, cuz don't fuck your date off. We looking out for you, big." I'm like, man, take this part of prison. I got to do with what this part of the get out. Y'all ain't gonna go in. All them dudes that was running yard recall. Some dudes made it in their building. You feel me? It's up there, Wolf. So some dudes made it up in there. You feel what I'm saying? So I refused to go in, and now they want to write everybody. It was a standoff because of that one dude disrespecting the Mexicans. You understand what I'm saying? But let me show you something, man. For some strange reason, when standoffs and racial shit come in them penitentiaries in California, for one hot second, Bloods and Crips, BGFs, forget that we're enemies. We forget that we represent totally different things, and we come together. We come together like a club. And when I used to see things like that in the pen, man, oh man, my heart used to just melt. I'm talking about we be on them lockdowns, right? And they have to have you on the escort to go to medical, go to the dentist or whatever, right? And when you come out of there, you got to be ready. When you come out your cell, you might have to have a knife. A lot of times I came by my cell and I'm going on escort, I had a knife. Because the police, you get called out when the police come in the building, you're cuffed up. But if you're in the 180s, them COs was known to hit 2 or 3 Mexican cell after they hit your cell. They're known when you land in your cell sleep, they accidentally popping your dope, and some Mexicans, 4 Mexicans, 2 cells of Mexicans is out there ready to run in your cell and try to do they do. The rules is the rules at all times. Say it again, man. And what people need to start understanding was we wasn't out to get at dudes like that. I ain't never did nothing to Hispanic. When we was at war with the Emmy, going at it with the Swims, I never did nothing to a Hispanic dude I seen in the 60s, man. An old cat. But I had a homeboy, man, named UT. UT was an old dude. Old dope fiend that was still straight dope. Had BGF affiliations, but he wasn't BGF. He just affiliated with him. UT got hit in Calipac, going on medical. The police, they let him out for medical on a lockdown, but the police put him in the rotunda, and the next people, UT thinking it was blacks that was coming in the rotunda, wasn't nothing but Mexicans. How you doing, Yvonne? Wasn't nothing but Serenians. And they went at the homie. They stabbed him like 5 times. Didn't kill him, stabbed him like 5 times. Now, you should have thought they could have killed him. But I seen one of the Hispanics come out the rotunda with a black eye. Because UT was, oh, dude, he was a dope fiend, but he knew how to handle his business, right? And these is the setups. That's why people be thinking we getting smashed in the pen. No, man, we wasn't getting smashed in the pen. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm trying to stop smoking too, y'all. I ain't smoking 2 cigarettes today, man. So anyway, we wasn't getting smashed in the pen. The police do a lot in the system, sets a lot of brothers up, right? Do we have bullshit conflicts amongst each other? Yeah, man. What organizations ain't gonna have conflicts amongst each other? Crips and BLs went at it. Watch this. I ain't gonna say bloodline. I say Crips and Bloods went at it. But once Bloodline, CCO, UBN, and them level 4s, we understood that we all had one thing in common, 2 things in common: that we was black and we was men. That we no longer had to be enemies. The opposing enemy is Woods, white Hispanics, the white boys, the police, the system. You hear people get on here talking about CCO. And man, pay attention to the fine print, man. CCO is the best thing happening in prison, man, for Crips, man. Because we came with the noise, man. We took it to them dudes. We didn't hesitate. And you hear these dudes, and I said this on the live news of my life, you hear these dudes talking about dudes got cut on. You hear a lot of Damu say, man, got cut on. Let me share something with you, man. Bloodline, UBN, CCO, and Blue Notes, them ain't nothing but some rules, man. It ain't nothing different than you being claiming your neighborhood. Watch this. I'm from Compton, front of the crib, man. Can't nobody take that from me. I'm gonna be there till the day I leave this up. I'm just a non-active gang member. You understand what I'm saying? I went in prison trying to be more than what I was. Listen, when I say that, I don't want you to think I'm trying to put 100 on the chin. When dudes and told me, man, you remind me of Raymond. That blew my head up, man. Well, I want to act like that. I want to show you I can be Raymond Washington. Because Raymond was a beast. Raymond was a beast. Salty was a beast. Mac Thomas was a beast. My big homie Salty and Mac was resting in peace. So they never went to prison. But they was beasts. I wanted to be like Sumo. That's why he named his Little Scorby. Bigger Scorby is from the 60s, man. And watch this, man. 5'6", 5'7", 170 pounds. But a Scorby means soldier, man. And he with the business. Sumo, my big homie, man. Marcellus and them, they laced me real tough. Dudes like Cutes, they laced me. Like somebody that asked me in my live one night about the Cutes and the Michael Stone. Let me share something with you, man. Prison teach you how to separate bullshit from real shit. And by that, I mean, yeah, Cutes bust on Michael Stone. Wow. Was the question asked for me to try to speak ill on Cutes? No, man, I ain't got nothing ill to speak on Cutes because he hit a dude I grew up with. Cutes was my big homie too, although I met Cutes in prison. Cuse is in the right for busting on Stone. Watch this, man. Cuse ain't never stabbed nobody in prison that deserves stabbing. I ain't never hit nobody in prison that deserves to get stabbed. Hey, watch this, man. When you get stabbed, it was a reason behind you getting stabbed. When you get beat up, it's a reason behind you getting beat up. Some people don't know how to mind their business. Some people like being, got diarrhea at the mouth, just be talking. You got that in YouTube. Dudes just be babbling. What's 2023? We're not for the babbling should stop. Let's live. Let's do something more positive. Like if I was still young, man, I'll say that moves is my enemies. Because them dudes allowed Mexicans to do shit to us, the Crips in LA County Jail while we was cuffed up. I got whacked with a razor blade in the county jail. When I came down on my appeal, it was going to court. Mexicans came out their cousin man and told all the brothers that wasn't no Crips, y'all can get out the tank. And them dudes got out the tank. But I can't get mad at Damus for doing that. The Damus that did it, watch this, I never ran across neither one of them dudes in the pen though. And 9 out of 10, if I would have, I'd have made it an issue, man. I'd have made it the issue. I've heard Crips in that county jail. Like I heard this one time in the county jail, they fucked me up. Shoot Whoop Gangsters Moving and Group. When I heard that, man, it fucked me up. I brought that to my little brother football attention in Calipatria, right? Football didn't heard that. So when his young homies, he seeing me say this. He said, man, we wasn't doing that. I said, goddamn right, your generation really doing that in the county jail. So don't dispute what's being put out there. You ain't gonna never hear competition and Shoot Whoop nothing. We don't do that. You understand what I'm saying? It's nowhere in the history book that Bloods and Crips supposed to come collectively together and join forces with each other. You join forces, but you're not collectively connected. You join forces under racial circumstances in prison. Not you get Crips and Bloods that's trying to collectively hook up together because they got certain Crip enemies. And they think that's cool. No, that's turning Remy, particularly Mac Thomas, assaulting them over in their grave. No, we can't do that. You get these dudes on these YouTube channels shouting like they really knew Tookie and Remy. Man, these dudes didn't know Tookie and Remy. You understand what I'm saying? You get these dudes, the kid is up in the house. What it do, man? How you doing? Stretch feel that way about his homies, respectfully, big homies. Stretch feel that way about his homies, respectfully. Yeah, in a real way, business. But now check this out. The police is always against us. Yes, they are, man. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They're always against us, and people don't seem to get that. But at that, watch this, man. You get these dudes, and when I say young, I ain't talking about this generation. You had these dudes just come to the pen, man, in the mid-90s. And Crips and Mexicans was really going at it. Thoughts on Joe Rockhead? Joe Rockhead is not just my comrade, he's my homeboy. I just seen him about 2 months ago at the Service Spoon. Introduced my fiance to him. Come to find out I knew the owner of the Service Spoon. He knew my old boss I used to work for, Aaron. Hey, man, watch this, man. Rockhead is a dude that when I was in the pen that I seen somebody change. I'm talking about what he started doing on the streets. I'm impressed on how my homeboy worked with the kids. I've been trying to pop at him on that. Rockhead give me encouragement. See, this is what people need to understand too, man. Rockhead give me encouragement. Hey, the kids, you throw them questions out there every morning. You keep them back to back. You don't even let me answer one question. And you know to get out on them questions. I hear you though, kids. You good, man. Rockhead was a soldier. He wasn't no coward. That's my homeboy. I got love for him. He's a likable dude. Now, was he a beast when he wasn't big as he is now? Oh, he was a beast. Rockhead was a beast and still is a beast. But guess how the energy of his beastness is? He want to help the kids like I want to help the kids. He's doing things to help the kids. Like when I first did my first video, go to the Kid Mac first video. Rockhead showed up at the park, man. S Mac asked me, who is this dude? And I hugged him. He said, that's CCO love? No, that's Compton love. Me and Rockhead is from Compton. Rockhead a G from Oaks Park, Tanner. You understand what I'm saying? And I can say Santana, so I don't want you to think when I'm saying Oak Park, he ain't a G from Santana. If you from Oaks Park, you OG Santana. But that's the title earned, not just give it. And Rockhead earned that title. You understand what I'm saying? My homie, he handled his business up in there. He was asked a question last night. I said, matter of fact, somebody asked me today, said, man, Kid Mac asked me about what yard he was on in Folsom. Rockhead kept it 100. I ain't trying to go there. I don't want nobody to think that. Rockhead a solid cat, man. That's my homeboy. This is what you need to understand about a lot of dudes too when it comes to this Crip circle. A lot of Crips didn't come outside of their community. A lot of Crips didn't come outside this community, outside of their communities, right? That's what I call them indoor Crip dudes, the indoor blood dudes. So I was a dude that just did my Crip just didn't extend only in front, it extended outside of that. I went outside of my neighborhood in the 70s. I went and met other Crips. But a lot of Crips is well known through the jail system as well as them streets. So when they establish relationships in juvenile hall or whatever, they goes in other neighborhoods. Like, watch this, man. Before there was a thing called CC Rider, the first two sets that hooked up in Compton, we used to say Frontliners. They said Tanner Front, we said Frontliners. We hooked up with them. You understand what I'm saying? And I can go deeper than that. Front corner pocket was always front pocket hood was always considered like one hood, even though we had two separate names, right? But I can take you deep. That I can be with a Hoover, I can be with a 60. And if some Bloods would have been getting on me back in the 70s, they would have been there to help me. Because that's crippin'. Today it ain't like that. You know what I mean? You get these dudes on here, man, and they come just too so much rhetoric that they think you trying to rewrite history, but they don't know the history. Or you got to cross your T's and dot your I's. How you know? Tell me what you know about crippin'. And most dudes don't know that. So don't question the G credentials, man. Question the G. Ask him. If you confused or lost about Damoism or Crippism, ask somebody that know. OG, I lost my 20-year-old son unnaturally last year. It's been a struggle. You got any advice, Big? I'm hurting bad. I'm sick every day. Hey, Far West, watch this, man. Give it to God, brother. Get that strength from God. Listen to me, man. I lost my mother when I was in the pen and my baby brother. And I lost my baby brother, Petey Wack from the 60s. There's one dude that I linked on. Petey Wack, I was in the hole. Petey Wack from the 60s, brotherhood from the East Coast, and my homie Goon and Lil Pop from the South. Them brothers I grieved on, and they was telling me, man, don't come to the yard. I had to talk to somebody. Talk to somebody, brother. Because watch this, the loss of your son is never going to go away. The loss of your son, that whenever you think of him, and he ain't here, you already know. So it's never going to go away. But go to God, man. Go to God and get your strength where you can be okay every day. Don't think about that he gone, because watch this. Your son gonna live within you. His spirit lives within you. Watch this, man. I can be going through it and think about my mom and feel good. Because her spirit lives within me. The spirit of your son is still living within you. That's why you was able to ask me what kind of advice I can give you. Give it to God, brother. If you ain't doing a whole lot of praying, pray. You understand what I'm saying? If you think you need to reach out and go talk to somebody, talk to them. I respect that what you threw at me, that question. I love it. You feel me? Listen to me, Far West. Just go to God, brother. But your son ain't gone. He might be gone, but he ain't gonna be forgotten. He lives within you. So each day, make your life better than what it was from the memory of your son. For the memory of your son. That's what you do, brother. That's what you do. Go to God, man. Yeah, the pain, the feeling's gonna be hurtful. It's hurting you bad. Because he ain't here with you. But he is. He's in your heart, he in your spirit. You talking about him now, he in your spirit. You're gonna be all right, brother. Trust and believe that. The kid with another question, since Parus and Bloods was outnumbered back then, do you feel they role was hard because they was outnumbered so much? How was it survival? And they survived because they wasn't punks. They wasn't cowards. You understand what I'm saying? Watch this, man. They might have been outnumbered, but it was obvious they wasn't outnumbered where we could just run over in their hoods and turn them Crips or make them step down and throw their rags away. And man, watch this, man. Any Crip out of LA, a lot of them will tell you they were scared to go in them Nixon Gordons in Bonnie Hunter's area. They were scared to go in them Pueblos. I've been in the Pueblos. I've been in Nixon's. I've been on Paru Street. Every Crip didn't do that. They might have snuck through there late at night and people be asleep. But you got Crips that went through there. And then when we stopped banging, they knew what was up. Southside 5580. What's up? You understand what I'm saying? I got 38 people up in this chat, man. Y'all come on with some more questions. Kid, get somebody access to answer the question, man. Don't blow me out tonight, man. Don't blow me out tonight. But hey, Far West, I hope that'll give you some strength, brother. Your son lives through you. It was easy for any random dude to claim crib back then because it was so popular. No, man, when I first started cribbing, you had to run through a line. But anybody, watch this, man. As always, the lifetimes of gang is you're gonna get a whole lot of cowards trying to claim anything on both sides, Crips and Bloods. But guess what? The test gonna come to see if you really with the business or you ain't with the business. You a man or you a mouse. You understand what I'm saying? Cause no, when you say random dude, I wasn't no random dude. And I'm using that as an example. No, but you do have random dudes that will try to claim being Crips or Bloods. And somebody confront them on that. That's them. Random dudes is dudes that get put on, man. Random dudes is grown ass men trying to be Crips to me. And they waited too long to want to be a Crip. You in your 20s, man, your late teens, 18, 19, in your 20s, if you want to be a Crip or a Blood, man, that's taboo, man. What was your fun? what was your funniest? What was your funniest Crip story? Oh man, my funniest Crip story. Let me see, man. I got to think on that one, man. Oh, I was in Cork's shoe, man, and the CO used to go in our cell. Named Miss Williams. I called her Funky Wheels. And I said Funky Wheels, well, she wasn't no national. Gorgeous little bro. I used to just love to see her come in. But she used to go in our cell and take some of our cosmetics. We had too much cosmetics. In Cork shoe, they break the soap in half. You're only entitled to have 12 pieces of soap. That was 6 bars, so they'd break it. And if you had 14, she might take 2. And it was a brother Dean from the Bay next door. He used to hit the toilet every night with his coffee cup and keep us up. He was a dean. But one day they were searching the cell. They got us in these holding tanks. And he said something to her. She said something like, what she said? She told her to give him something. She said, ain't you a bitch? He said, shit, the way you been taking care of me, you act like you a bitch. And the whole building just started laughing because he made sense. I mean, his cell was next to the shower, man. We appreciated the fact she was still, and she'll let us know, man, I took a bar of y'all soap, maybe the old and gave it to that boy, because we used to walk to the shower, you could smell this dude, man. Geronimo, my homeboy, man. Geronimo, watch this. Everybody you name it, them is my homeboys. Geronimo, every time it was a food selling pen, Geronimo hit me with $150 or $100 if I can give you some chicken pieces or whatever. I seen Geronimo about 2 or 3 months ago. Now, it used to be a thing called Front Palmer Trag New. And we still got relationships with the Palmers. Front will get along with every Crip in Compton, man. Even though we didn't have scrimmages with some beasts, but we get along with everybody in Compton. We just know to mind our own business. You got a hell of a story. You got a hell of a story you're not telling. you got I don't understand what you're saying, bitch. You got a hell of a story you're not telling. You're not telling. Oh, the laughing face. But Pete, man, that dude, with Miss we used to do that. We used to walk in the shower. You wouldn't even want to use the tea on the first shower because dude stank so much. How did Tookie get his power? Tookie, the founder of the West Side Crips, man. You understand what I'm saying? And Tookie was on swole. And watch this. It wasn't that he had power, man. Tookie couldn't send me on no miss. That's big homie, but he couldn't tell me to go there. Hey, watch this, man. I sit up and tell you today that I don't go on missions. I ain't never went on no mission. But I'm gonna tell you the Crips that had influence in my life that I respected enough that they said handle something, I handled it. You understand what I'm saying? That's Raymond, Sumo, Scory, Big Heron, Marcellus, Big Ant. They say handle it, I'm gonna handle it. I'm gonna conduct my business. Tookie his power came from y'all, not from us. He was just respected. Raymond Tookie was respected. He had influence, he had a great deal of influence. And at the same time, if he'd have told me to get on somebody that he had problems with, because only way I get on him if he didn't have access to that person. But that's the power he had. You understand what I'm saying? I always had respect for Tookie. Always, man. From the beginning of my crib career till my homie left the streets. My great admiration came when I started seeing him writing children books. So I knew the destructive Tookie, but I seen the other Tookie became a matured, well-intelligent man on death row. Bam just shouted out track new front commas. There you go, Compton South. There you go, man. I ain't trying to create no drama. Check this out. So why if he was the founder that lived try to kill him? Check this out. Hey, check this out, man. He ain't try to kill him, he just hit him. He ain't try to kill him, he just hit him. You're trying to create tension, controversy with something with that type of questions. I ain't gonna do that, kid. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Uh Hey, for Compton South, check this out, man. I got a whole love, even Kirk, Brim, Goon, them is my goons, Pop, man. Face resting in peace from the South is like my cousin. My daddy and his daddy used to work at Farmer John's together. Listen to me, man. Strawberry. You feel what I'm saying? I got love for the South, baby. I didn't get caught up in that type of beef. You feel me, South? Don't do me like that. Down in Compton, was it ever a set called? Hey, listen to Down in Compton, was it ever a set called Frontline Crip? Nah. No, it wasn't, man. Boss Lane, I don't understand that one. Thank you for your words, Big Hum. Your interview on Kel Mack was one of my son's favorite. We watched Kel Mack together. Thank you, Far West. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I'm sorry, brother. I thought stabbing somebody was trying to kill him. No, man. Check this out. Sometimes stabbing motherfuckers just to get the matches off. He loved the Q's too. I'm gonna tell Q's that, Far West. I'm glad we was able to touch your son, but always get with, hey man, God ain't gonna give you no more than you can handle. Your son lived through the spirit of your son lived through you. Thank you, kid. I got you. No, no disrespect to Tim. I knew that. I'm just confused if he was the founder while this members try to hurt him. Nick, watch this, man. I remember somebody asked me before why the Tookie, if Lil Feet tried to mark Tookie out. They wasn't marking. He didn't mark Tookie out. Lil Feet conducting his business that they had a problem. Lil Feet is a soldier, so he showed he displayed his soldierism. He didn't try to mark Tookie out, man. Watch this. It is what it is, but we don't get out like this. It's all good, cuz I'm not on that. Geronimo was the dog. That's what I'm talking about, South. Listen to me. That's what I'm talking about. I was taking it the wrong way. Good looking out, baby. You know, CC Riders in the house, man. Coolio Moore. Where was Galaxy West? The Carolina West, man. Is that what was the Carolina West? It was by the airport. The Carolina West don't exist no more, man. Thank you. Watch this, Fire West. No, brother. You brought my enthusiasm to a amphibious pitch, man. Watch this. That's my purpose of being on YouTube. To try to touch somebody and get anybody the right advice, to put a smile on their face, take a frown away from them. You understand what I'm saying? It's all about each one, teach one. I'm not here to create no controversy. I'm here to lace and educate. Kel Mack say this is what YouTube is for, and this is what I'm doing. Kel Mack asked Rockhead, Dig McCherry, Kel Mack asked, Rockhead was he on yard? Rockhead laughed and said, don't insult me like that. Hey, check this out, man. It is what it is. It is, watch this. It is what it is, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is, Dick McTerry. It is what it is. Ain't nobody on here trying to belittle people. At least not me. At least not my homies. No, no, he meant Crips of Compton. Oh, my bad. I'm standing right across the street from Carolina West. Used to be at as I text this. Is that right, Artist? That's what I'm talking about. I thought if you was a leader and followed you would you respect. I thought if you was a leader, your followers respect you. That's sad when he was trying to help people get stabbed. And watch this, man. All leaders ain't good leaders. Sometimes people in leadership position start thinking they shit don't stink. Some people is in leadership positions that shouldn't have them. And it's gonna come a time in life where somebody gonna test your leadership abilities. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're a leader or a founder, don't mean you can't get touched. And because somebody in your organization come at you, time changes, man. Sometimes you got to change with the times. You can't stand still. You understand what I'm saying? You stand still, you're gonna have some problems. Don't get caught up in the time war. Change with the time. That's why I'm gonna survive on the streets. I understand how these youngsters get in. Yeah, I'm somebody from front hood, but watch this. It ain't my era no more. It's these youngsters' era. Them the ones leading now, not us. We're nothing but mere advisors. They got to come to us. I get come to for advice. And that's what I do. That's what you got to understand. David, Happy New Year's, Big Bam. You should, your show about to blow up in 23. Big respect. Thank you, David. Did you ever live in any other state when you was young? Watch this, man. My mom, I got kicked out of school for a hot second and kicked me out of school just in ninth grade. My mom sent me to Reno to battle. I'll tell y'all a real story on this one, man. Y'all can trip on this shit. My uncle was a preacher, my mother's little brother. She sent me out there to get me out, keep me out of trouble. And I said, fuck it, let me go and go to school out here. So my uncle checked me to school called Bishop Magnolia. It was 3 blacks going there. I was the 4th black. I ended up getting on the baseball team, 9th grade. In Reno, high school started in 9th grade. I was playing varsity second base. Too little to be behind the plate, so the coach made put me on second base. We played Carson City. As soon as I get up to bat, the pitcher throw the ball trying to hit me. I was already up on that intimidation. I learned that in Compton. Anyway, man, this was my first experience with white women. And I was flamboyant in Bishop Magnolia because I was a Cali dude. I'm gang banging, breaking in houses out here. And a white boy called me a nigga at the school. And I beat this white boy ass, man. And I cut him with a box cutter. I used to keep a box cutter on me, right? I cut this white boy with a box cutter. Instead of calling the police, they suspended me. They called my office. So I'm sitting in the office, in the lounge in the office. My uncle walking there, man, don't ask me, and fired on me. Put his hand. My daddy ain't never hit me with his fist, man. My uncle put hands on me, man. It took me, got in the car, went home. I'm going upstairs, right? He don't know what I'm running up. He think I'm running to my bedroom. My uncle going outside to get a switch. He finna try to whoop me with a motherfucking switch. This is how my grandfather used to whip his ass in Louisiana, right? And by the time he come back in the house, I'm on the steps like this with a 20. I done broken the house, got a 22 pistol. I said, man, take me to the airport and get me the fuck up out of here, man. Man, you don't put your hands on me. Now, I wasn't going to shoot my uncle, nothing like that. I love my family. But my daddy, listen to me, man. I wasn't a kid that got whoops, beatings with extension cord. My daddy whooped me with a belt. But my daddy ain't never hit me with his hands, ain't never hit me in my face. I hated my uncle for a long time for that. My uncle came to see me in prison in 2010. I love my uncle. Came to see me in 2010. And we talked about that on the visit, man. And he apologized to me for that. He said, man, I was out of pocket. I said, man, we good. But if he wouldn't apologize, that was the feeling I was holding on to for a long time. I used to sometimes get drunk in prison and tell some of my cellies, man, whenever I see my uncle, beat my uncle ass. But he understood that. And what I didn't know, unbehold to me, he told me, he said, well, your grandma checked me behind that. Your granddaddy checked me behind that. They didn't say check me, but he told me they scolded him for that. And said he should have been hugging me because what the teachers told him. The Catholic bishop at the school told him, said, man, this white kid called Sherwood a nigga. And I beat the shit out of this white boy because it was out of jealousy. I'm fucking with the little white girls at the school. I'm a hell of a baseball player. So they kicked me out the school for cutting it with the box cutter. I ended up going to Reno High. I got cool with a white boy named Jason. His mother name was Rich. Taught me how to ski. Started learning how to ski, going to Lake Tahoe, having fun out there. I used to mess with a girl named Gina McKinney. Me and her became friends on Facebook. I loved it, Reno. Come to find out, watch this. Now, Reno got a spot where all the blacks at. The NWCP office now was my cousin, June May. She used to have a barber shop out there. Got Harlems out there. I ran across a few dudes that ran that sack out there. You know, any nation of Islam, any nation of Islam in Compton stories. No, but we got Muslims in Compton. We got Muslims all over the world, all over the city. Everybody make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you, Far West. Mayweather up in the house. What it do? Ever run into Space Ghost or seen him fight? I ran into Space Ghost, but I ain't never seen him have no squabble, man. But I heard he got a good one. I heard he got a hell of a squabble. You understand what I'm saying? Happy New Year's to you too, man. Powerful. They say that's powerful. So what? Oh, that kid coming with questions, ain't he? Say it again, Blake. Watch this. I don't know where he getting them from, boy. I don't know where he getting them from, but he getting them, ain't he? But yeah, man, y'all ain't got long. You know, I'm gonna do an hour. Check this out, man. I'm gonna try to be up. I will be up in the morning because I'm finna start back working tomorrow, so I can't do no lives at work, right? So I'm gonna do all my lives. Try to do a 7 o'clock live or a 12 o'clock live. If I don't do a 12 o'clock, I'm gonna always do 2 lives a day, man. So y'all come on up in here, man, and support the channel. Let's do what we do. Terrence Johnson, how do you feel about homies being strung out on Sherman drugs real bad? Do you look at them different? Watch this, man. I used to get high. Why would I look down at somebody that you watch this? Don't feed into what these dudes be putting on their podcasts is calling people crackheads and Sherman heads. Man, check this out, man. You're all gonna experience something in life, and everybody gonna get the wrong habit in their life. You understand what I'm saying? Watch this, man. I ain't smoked cocaine in 20-something years. I still go to CA meetings. You understand what I'm saying? Anybody that's on drugs can get off drugs, but they got to want to get off drugs. You can't belittle somebody based on their experiences in life. Always remember this. When you're trying to talk about somebody on drugs or somebody that might be homeless, say for the grace of God, that go out. That could be you. At a given moment, any point in your life, that could be you. So I don't knock people that's on drugs, man. I ran AAs in prison. I was a junior drug counselor in prison. I got people trying to clown me behind that. You think I feel bad behind that? Man, be for real. Be for real. They can't belittle me for that. No. If you got a homie that's sprung out on drugs, man, see if you can help him get off drugs. But he can only want to get off. I'm late, but I'm here. That's what I'm talking about, man. Care back up in the building. No, don't you never feel that way, man. When you see people that's on drugs, I used to smoke cocaine, man. My homies didn't look down at me for that. I'm not embarrassed about this. You two wouldn't have never knew I was on drugs till I told them. I'm not embarrassed about the things I did in life. You understand what I'm saying? The cold part, if I'd still been on them, I'd be embarrassed. Because I got myself together, started going to meetings, I took the initiative to want to change something in my life and change something in somebody else's life. So now I'm good. I'm in a good place. So don't get mad at somebody that be on drugs. Help that brother on drugs, man. See, watch this, man. That's what's wrong with the black community now. We so busy trying to find the negative shit about somebody. Hey, bam, gambling's like a drug. Can't nobody knock me better than I can knock myself. I would never be embarrassed about it. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Kev Mac. Watch this, man. I know a whole lot of ex-crackheads that got off crack, now they millionaires. Listen what I'm telling you. Now they millionaires, and they ain't ashamed of telling you that they go to meetings and do all this. We all got an addiction to something. Today, my addiction is trying to be better. I'm addicted to making my life grow. I'm addicted to trying to help my community be better than it ever been. So don't knock nobody that used to be on drugs, man. You understand what I'm saying? Every ball I ever knew had a crackhead in his family or a Sherman head in his family. But I know some dudes that used to smoke crack that don't smoke it no more, that's rich. Sherman heads that don't smoke it no more, that's rich. So don't knock that, man. You know what I mean? Check this out, man. Shit. Motherfucker that's talking about a crackhead might smoke crack himself. I just trust and believe that. So don't get caught up in that myth. No, I don't look down at homies that get high. No. Ask them when they gonna stop getting high. Do I give them money? No. Man, stay proud of being clean. Bam, stay proud about being clean. You good, you good, brother. For real, Blade. For real, man. Say that again. Shit, watch this. That helped me secure my job. See, when I used to go on interviews, when I sold myself to get my job, I tell them about me. So, man, check this out, man. I've been to the penitentiary, and they ain't even got to ask this. I ain't did nothing in my life that I'm embarrassed about. I might have some regrets in my life, but I ain't did nothing that I'm embarrassed about. You know what I'm saying? No. The Sea Dog and Cooper show up in here. What's up with you, baby? Spook by the door. Salute the platform. Each one teach one. Say it again, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's that's what I'm coming in with, just the show we're doing today. Each one teach one, man. We're not on that negativity. I don't want you to come on my show belittling nobody else that got a platform because I'm not feeding into that. That's just, man. I don't want to be on nobody's show but Kev Mack and the Hood Postman, man. Cartoon. Gangster. I don't want to be on nobody else's show. So don't come in here with the negative stuff about somebody else off their platform because I don't want to be on nobody. I'm tired of being on people's platform. I'm already a superstar, man. I ain't trying to get no more bright lights put on me than they already on me. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to have negative shit when I be on here. I want to always be smiling and feeling good about life, man. I treat the homies the same if they get high or not. Say it again, Whoop. You understand what I'm saying? Say it again. Say it again, man. And you know what I love about the frontliners, man? Y'all sure know how to keep me in here like Kev Mack be doing. Y'all will try to keep me up in there. I remember it was the time I couldn't talk no more than 20 minutes on it because I get stuck. That's why I love fucking with y'all, man. Y'all keep me grounded. Hey, Happy New Year's all over again, man. I love it when my homeboy tap in. You feel me? And that's how you got to treat them, Wolf. Don't never let nobody watch this, man. If you're gonna judge somebody, you can be judged too. The only person who do the judging is God. The only person who judge me is God, man. I did a lot of things in my life. Some of the things I regretted, but I had fun with doing things that I did because I did them because I wanted to do them. Positive energy on this channel. Thank you, Mayweather. Shot Town in here, chopping it with you, bro. That's right, Robert Dollar Sign. That's what I'm talking about, man. Y'all throw some more questions, man. Y'all got about 5 more minutes with me. 5 more minutes with me. I'm gonna be back in the morning, about 7, 8 in the morning, man. You understand what I'm saying? But I love doing this here, man. Hopefully my channel grow. I get a gang of subscribers. Watch this, man. My motivation on YouTube is Kev Mack and Melly Mill. I'm trying to get as many subscribers as they got. Hopefully I can build me a real platform on this thing. That's what I'm trying to do. Was Puddin' the most feared Paru in his era? No, he was just the most popular. Not the most feared, the most popular. The most popular. And he wasn't no punk. He was with the business. Just the most popular, not the most feared. Come with another question, y'all. And y'all got to outdo the kid. The kid must already got his questions wrote down, y'all. The kid throw some good questions out there. Boy, I know when you was in school, your teachers used to get mad at you. You understand what I mean? What's the difference? Well, he was popular, but he was with the business. But he wasn't the most feared. Watch this, man. For every motherfucker that think he tough, somebody gonna always think they tough and gonna be willing to challenge that toughness. Me and my homie Willie was talking about this yesterday. I'm gonna throw something at you and I want you to grab this, man. Don't drop it. It's alley-oop. You got to get this layup, man. Love you, young. Watch this. When your name start getting big, you can't outlive your name. So I don't want Bam name to be out there like that because I want to outlive my name, man. When your name is out there, motherfucker come trying to take that name from you. And it's a lot of Crips. I'm talking about down moves right now. It's a lot of Crips that was rebels with the business, got money, that was down. It's because their name was out there is the reason they got killed. They wasn't the most feared. They was the most popular, although they did pump fear in people's heart. So when you say the most feared, I don't want you to think I'm taking something from Puddin'. He could have been the most feared if he wouldn't have never allowed his name to ring. He'd have been great. Although he didn't die from gang violence. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. The most feared means somebody within your own circle, 9 out of 10 might get you, man. That said, y'all come with another one. Who was the most popular Crip at that time? Oh man, shit! Come on, Raymond was here, brother. Raymond. I mean, watch this, man. Ain't nobody named more popular than Raymond Washington, founder of Crip. Now, every sect got popular Crips, popular names of Crips. The most popular, say, check this out: Raymond, Tookie, Mac Thomas. You had numerous others. You understand what I'm saying? It's numerous. You can't just put it on one. You can't just give one person that. Come on, y'all. I've been in here an hour, man. I'm about to go. My dad taught me that. Say it again, Biz. Yeah, you can't outlive your name, man. You feel me? Sometimes the quietest one is the most dangerous one. I don't want Bam name to be popular no more, man. I don't. You know, popularity, haters come when you're popular, man. They hate on you. Come on, man. We in YouTube. Shit, my name ringing now. Kid back endorsing me. Look at here. People hate me. They coming at me. They got their 6 shooters out at me. You know what I mean? So, no, man, you can't outlive your name, man. Watch this, man. I've been up here an hour, man. Do I remember Ducky? Yes, I do, man. Joker them, Sea Dog them people, Ace Rack, Tweet, Resting in Peace, them the homies. I'm a fan of all CC Riders, man. I'm a fan of all Crips. From the 60s to every Crip set in LA. It's Mac Thomas, the founders of Compton Crip. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Y'all know how I feel about these questions. Y'all got me in it. You know what you got to do. But I got to get up out of here, man. I'm working tomorrow. I'm really getting me some rest. I'm relaxing. What was all the Crips' reactions when Hoovers turned criminals? But I can only speak from my opinion. They still Crips to me, although they call themselves Hoover criminals. I fuck with Hoovers, man. To me, they gonna always be Crips. Other people call them Hoover criminals. But every hood do the same thing they do. What hood ain't shooting Crips? What other Crip hood ain't shooting at Crips? Don't get mad at them because they say we Hoover criminals. And Compton say CC Riders, and everyone say they Hoosters. It's all the same. Everybody get their own individuals got names. That's what that is to me. That's just Bam opinion. In the heyday, how many Crips was it told? I never took official count, man. But we was deep. And when we moved, we felt the earthquake, baby. When we moved, we felt the earth trembling. It was like an earthquake, man. Why you think so many dudes want to be Crips? Why you think so many dudes want to be Crips, man? Even dudes that just got a 5-year career cripping trying to tell OG on how to crip and what was not real about cripping. No, man, everybody wanted to be a Crip, man. How long did it take for you to adjust to life when you got a unprepared shit? 4 years, man. I've been out 4 years. I'm still adjusting. Certain things I still see kind of surprising. I'm still adjusting. But it's easy. It's transformation. It's easy. Most you saw at one time. What you mean? What most you saw at one time? What you mean, kid? You throw a question. Let me know. I understand what you're saying. What you mean? What did the police say? Did they put on the estimate number on it? Oh man. Chris, shit, man, you might can say about 3,500. I can be off. I can be off on that. I can be off on that. I can be off on that. But we was big. We in the thousands, man. We in the thousands. We we ain't lost as many than we gained. We gained more than we lost. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. Come on, man. I'm trying to get up out of here. Y'all got me up in here, though, man. I got 3 more questions, man. Y'all got 3 more questions. Most trips you saw at one time at a function. The Watch Festival. You gonna see hundreds of Crips, almost 1,000. Back in the day, we was deep at the Watch Festivals. Back in the day, we was deep. Yeah. Back in the day, we was deep at the Watch Festivals. Because we went there just to game back. Crips from all over. You feel me? And it wasn't no Crip on Crip beefing. You know? Come on, man. Y'all got 1 more question, man. I've been up here an hour and 5 minutes, man. I got 1 more question. It ain't gonna be you, kid. You can't get the last question. You can't get the last question. I know you got some more for me tomorrow, though. Y'all give me 1 more last question, man. I love this kid right here, man, from the Bay, man. He stayed at it. You feel me? Come on, man. Y'all throw a question at me. Ain't nobody throwing one at me. Check this out, man. If ain't nobody told you they love you today, OG Bam love you. Continue doing what you're doing that's positive. Let the song be this. Love your family. Shouts out to my boy Kev Mack. Let's say some prayers for my boy Kev Mack daughter, man. With that said, OG Bam, love you. Have another wonderful night, January the 2nd, 2023. Love y'all, man. Peace.